rain pummeling the plains over the weekend. Western North Dakota seeing heavy snow, while the eastern part of the state got flooding. North Dakota and Minnesota picking up 2 to 4 inches of heavy rain, and that rain, combined with melting snow, is sending rivers right into a flood stage. I mean, look at this video from all 3 quadrants. It's not shocking. Flood warnings are now in effect for parts of North Dakota and Minnesota. Let's jump right in. Now, you see there all the snow that came down, and then as it melted, that's why we have these flood warnings from Carlstad to Grand Forks to Ada to Fargo to Jamestown, okay? And because of that, it's going to take time for all that snow to melt, guys, because we know that it takes time for all that water to soak into the ground. It just doesn't happen. And so because of that, rivers are cresting or projected to crest. And, you know, when I do these river flooding graphics, we do them a lot, don't we? I never have ever really seen a major issue. Well, I'm seeing it now from Halleck to Grand Fork, and then I'm seeing the minor stages into Fargo and the moderate stages into parts of Fargo as well. So it's not great. So the Red Lake River crested at 27 inches, a little above that actually. And that's in Crookston, by the way. If you don't live there, now you know. But if you do live there, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So yeah, we've had that river crest, and that's a big problem. And then let me kind of explain to you like how cresting works and what everybody does to take heed of that. So at 16 feet, Public Works begins that 24-hour water pump, and then there's floodgate monitoring. If something gets to 23 feet, levee patrols begin, and emergency operations has their center active at all times, which is wonderful. At 26 feet, local evacuation committees meet, and they discuss possible evacuations. That's how serious this can get, okay? So it can be life-threatening, absolutely. Okay, so this is interesting too. We've been studying this pretty hard, and the precipitation departure is still obviously very much lower than it should be in Sioux Falls, Point South. But when you look at where all that heavy snow was in the greens, from Bismarck to Grand Forks to Aberdeen to Fargo to Minneapolis to Duluth to Wausau, you're looking very much above average for precipitation, anywhere from 2 to 8 inches above average. You're 200% above average as far as the percent of rain goes over just the last 30 days. Marissa, that's what I'm looking at right now. I know you've got the other end of the spectrum your way.
I'm Amy Freeze. Welcome to Fox Weather's YouTube page. We have more great videos on the way, so make sure to subscribe to stay updated on all things weather.